Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Pinniped community meeting. If you are watching this recording from home, we would love to have you join us live. We meet every first and third Thursday of the month at 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's an opportunity for you to meet the maintainers, meet other people in the community, bring anything you wish to discuss with the team. If you need help with anything regarding Pinniped, it's a nice live interactive opportunity for you to do that. If you have anything you wish to discuss, just go ahead and add that to the discussion topics section down at the agenda for the day that you are going to join us, and we'll get to it towards the end of the meeting. If you aren't able to join this meeting at any point and you still have questions and would like to talk to the maintainers, you can reach them on the Kubernetes Slack workspace in the Pinniped channel. And if you aren't already a member of that workspace, you can simply request an invitation to gain access. Additionally, you can find us on Twitter at Project Pinniped. And we also ask that anytime you interact with us or anyone in the community of Pinniped, to please read and abide by our code of conduct. If you are using Pinniped, we would love to hear from you on your use case. It helps the maintainers and anybody else in the community understand how others are using it and potentially improve the tool itself. So we have this GitHub discussion item. You simply fill out a comment in here and give us information about your organization, your use case, and if you would like for us to cross-promote your organization, you can add your logo to the comment section and we'll add it to the adopters page. For those that are attending the meeting, we ask for you to put your name and any organization that you are representing down in the attendees section. This helps us keep track of those that are in attendance. If they're coming in from outside of the maintainers group, we like to keep track and keep those lines of communication open to understand who is using Pinniped. So it looks like we don't have any announcements. Does anybody have anything that they think we need to add in here? No? Okay. Moving on to project roadmap, status updates.
Yeah, so I'm going to change the roadmap there. We are most likely going to deliver in December. So we have a bunch of documentation work and just making sure the feature work has progressed really well, but just wrapping up on other things like documentation, etc. So it will be likely in December.
Okay, sounds good. So that means for any upcoming releases, don't expect anything until December. We're not going to have any releases in November.
That's right.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks for that update. Does anybody else have anything they wish to share regarding these items? Nope. Okay. Discussion topics looks like that is blank right now. Does anybody have anything that they want to bring up on the call and want to talk about some stuff? Margaret, I don't know. I know that we briefly talked a moment ago. There's something that you wanted to bounce ideas off of, but I don't know if that was in regards to Pinniped or if that's something to bring in the community meeting or if that was downstream stuff.
Yeah, it's more of like a kind of trying to debug a problem. Basically, I think I'm done with the Active Directory extra refresh feature, but the integration test is really, really flaky. Like probably fails about half the time. I suspect it's something weird in the test Active Directory environment where there's like domain controllers, right, which kind of keep track of the users and the groups and things. And there's two of them, so that something happens to one of them, I guess you have a fallback, but they're not always exactly in sync. And so my suspicion is that I'm creating the user and somehow stuff is going to one domain controller, and then I'm trying to, ask for something to change. Basically, I'm making a bunch of updates to a test user, and they seem very inconsistent. And so that's my suspicion. But I don't know if there's much to talk about in this meeting.
Okay, so it just sounds like you are working on this and you're just coming into some bugs and blockers that you're working through. And perhaps if anybody in the community is listening to this and maybe has experience in something along those lines, they could provide that in the Kubernetes Slack workspace.
Yeah, I'm trying to create a user, and then I'm trying to deactivate the user. And a lot of the times it seems like the user is not getting deactivated, but sometimes it is. So I don't know what to do about that.
That's an interesting problem to have. Okay. Thank you, Margot. Anything else? Okay. Well, short little meeting today, as to be expected, I think, as we're winding down the year. So for those of you that are in the United States, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving next week. We will be out. Obviously, we don't typically have a community meeting there, but we will all be celebrating that holiday, and we will see you the first Thursday of December. And with that, thanks and enjoy your weekend. Bye.
Thank you.